Sri Kalyan Banerjee.
Sir, at the threshold, I support the High Court and Supreme Court judges' salaries and conditions of service amendment bill 2021. Sir, independence of judiciary is indispensable in a democratic system of governance. The general contention is that any democratic country, the judicial system should be completely free from any sort of pressure or pull, both internal and external. It may so happen that the government might abuse the political power that has been conferred upon them. An independent judiciary is required to maintain the balance between the interest of individuals and society. Justice delayed is often said, is justice denied. In India, though justice is often indefinitely kept pending, the result are 4.5 crore pending cases across all courts in India as of September 15, 2021. Sir, in fact, in 2019, there were 3.3 crores pending cases, which means that in the last 2 years, India has added 23 cases every minute to its pendency list. Sir, details of case pending in Supreme Court in India during last 3 years. Year 2018, Supreme Court pending cases is 57,346. 2019, pending cases is 59,859. 2020, 63,146. And 8th November 2021 as on 70,038. Sir, the 5 judges bench matters are pending before the Supreme Court. Total is 2,772. 7 judges bench matters are pending before the Supreme Court. 15 matters. 9 judges bench matters pending before the Supreme Court are 135. Sir, independency of the judiciary and the rule of law are the basic feature of the Constitution and cannot be abrogated even by the constitutional amendment, as I have observed by the S.P. Gupta's case. All laws in India derive their authority from the Constitution of India. All powers of the state, its organs are contained in it and which must be exercised within the limits set out by the Constitution. Within limits set out by the Constitution, which specifically directs the state to separate the judiciary from the executive in the public service. Sir, the judiciary has a single pyramidal structure with the lower courts at the bottom, high courts in the middle, and the Supreme Court at the top. Sir, today, our justice delivery system is facing multiple challenges. 2 of them are stark and need immediate attention: appointment of judges and managing the humongous number of pending cases. Today, the website of the Department of Justice tells us that the sanction strength of High Court judges is 1,098 and vacancies are 402 as on 1st December 2021. Sanction and working strength of judicial officers in district and subordinate courts has increased also. 31st December 2013, sanction strength was 19,518 and working strength was 15,115. As on 28 January 2021, sanction strength was 24,485, 19,294. Pendency problem is a long-standing issue across the Indian judiciary. At present, the High Court lists 5.8 billion cases. Mr. Chaudhary was telling that all cases are pending before the lower judiciary. 5.8 million cases. And in your Rajasthan High Court, it is more than 5 lakhs pending. I am telling you. Since you are saying that I am telling you. Even their average rate of disposal between, I am coming. Mr. Chaudhary, I am coming. What you have done, that's also I will tell. You are also ex-law minister. we know what has happened. Don't pass much comments. Disposal between 2015 and 2019 was about 18.8 million cases per year. In most years, the number of cases disposed of is lower than the number of cases instituted. So the problems keeps getting worse. In high courts, 41% cases have been pending for 5 years or longer. In subordinate courts, nearly in every 4 cases has been pending for at least 5 years. Sir, I just give you sir, I am giving you a figure. 0 to 1 years, up to 1 year, pending cases is 12 crores 94,000 2,921. 1 to 3 years age, cases are pending 99 crores 73 lakhs 8,411. 3 to 5 years, 5 crores 20 lakhs 56. 5 to 10 years, 5 crores 81,864. See, imagine I have all the figures. Filed case by senior citizen, pending is 22 lakhs to 25,587. Senior citizen. We are talking about senior citizen. So far the filed cases by the woman is pending is 31 lakhs, 3 crores, 16 lakhs, 3,776. That implies that if no new cases were to be filed, the times taken by the courts to dispose of all the pending cases, in the current disposal rate would be 1.3 years. Sir, just 1 month back, Justice Sanjay Kishan Kaul, while taking up a matter of the criminal appeal arising out of the Allahabad, observed, commented that if no criminal appeals are filed in the Allahabad High Court, pending criminal cases for disposal of the pending criminal appeals will take 32 years in the years. This is Justice Sanjay Kishan Kaul has said. Therefore, where we stand, in the 2 decades since fast-track courts were first set up, pending cases in both subordinate courts as well as these fast-track courts have continued to increase. As on date, over 9.2 lakhs cases are pending in 842 fast-track courts across 28 states. What has happened to fast-track courts? We have not done fast-track courts. What is their disposal? Sir, pendency of cases for long periods has resulted in a large number of under trial in India's prison. As on December 31st, January 2019, almost 4.8 lakhs prisoners were confined in Indian jails. Of this, over 2/3 were under trials. 5,011 under trials were confined in jail for 5 years or longer. Uttar Pradesh and Maharashtra, Uttar Pradesh 2,124, 42, Maharashtra 394, accounted for over half of such under trials. Coming in the backdrop of huge backlog of cases, this sharp rise. Sir, at the beginning of September, as on 5, I just tell you, sir, as on 1st December 2021, the Supreme Court has 1 vacancy and out of the sanctioned strength of 34 judges. In the High Courts, 37% of the total sanctioned posts of judges are vacant. Out of total 402 vacancies in the High Courts, major vacancies are Calcutta 32 out of 72, Telangana 23 out of sanctioned 42, Patna 27 out of sanctioned 53, Rajasthan 22 out of sanctioned 50, Delhi 30 out of sanctioned 60, Andhra Pradesh 19 out of sanctioned 37. Figures are more. Allahabad is also more than 50%. Clearly, the judiciary is failing in keeping the promise of a speedy trial, but how have things come to a pass? For several decades now, the courts have never been able to function full strength, giving huge vacancies of judges against a sanctioned strength of 24,419 judges in district and subordinate. Mr. Chaudhary has referred the 3 Supreme Court judges case, first case, second case, third case. Thank you, Mr. Chaudhary. Thank you. But you have not referred. I expected you will refer too, but you have not referred. I am sorry, Mr. Chaudhary, I am sorry to say, considering all that 3 cases which have been referred by Mr. Chaudhary, sir, on 20th April 2021, 3 judges bench consisting of the Honorable Chief Justice Bobde, Honorable Justice Sanjay Kishan Kaul, and Justice Sirja Khan, at first paragraph said, it has been disposed of matter. Sir, it has been said, the high courts are in a crisis situation. There are almost 40% vacancies in the high courts, which many of the larger high courts working under 50% of the sanction strength. Sir, I will straightway come to paragraph 11. Paragraph 11 is more interesting. You will be surprised. I will just thereafter I will make my statements on that. Paragraph 11 is saying, in the conspectus of the aforesaid and in order to facilitate timely appointment, we are of the view that it would be advisable to follow the following timelines in addition to the aforesaid. 1. The Intelligence Bureau should submit its reports inputs within 4 to 6 weeks from the date of recommendation of the High Court Collegium to the central government. 2. It would be desirable that the central government forward the file's recommendation to the Supreme Court within 8 to 12 weeks from the date of receipt of views from the state government and the report input from the IB. 3. It would be for the government to thereafter proceed to make the appointment immediately on the aforesaid consideration, and undoubtedly if government has any reservation on suitability or in public interest, within the same period of time it may send back to the Supreme Court. Importantly, last one. Last one is, if the Supreme Court Collegium, after consideration of the aforesaid inputs, still reiterates the recommendation unanimously, such appointment should be processed and appointment should be made within 3 to 4 weeks. If reiteration is made, then in terms of this order, sir, I have got another learned lawyer, very nice, and he is very kind to me also. And sir, therefore, Supreme Court has categorically stated that while reiterating the cases, it has to be implemented within 3 to 4 weeks. Sir, I am coming. Sir, what has happened in our state? Sir, it is in Calcutta High Court. In Calcutta High Court, Jayatosh Majumdar, his case was forwarded on 24 July 2019, reiterated again on 1st September 2021. Supreme Court order has not been implemented. Amitesh Banerjee first recommended on 24 July 2019, reiterated on 1st September 2021. Raja Bosu Chaudhary first recommended on 24 July 2019, reiterated on 1st September 2021. Lopita Banerjee first recommended on 24 July 2019, reiterated on 1st September 2021. Sakko Sen first recommended on 24 July 2019, reiterated on 8th October 2021. Then nothing has been done. Sir, if a lawyer a collegium recommends, if the lawyer belongs to the Bharatiya Janata Party or directly or indirectly associated with the BJP government, his cases are being appointed in a rocket speed. In 2017, in addition, I am not questioning about their suitability. I am not questioning about their suitability, sir, I am telling you. I am questioning about the discriminatory attitude of the central government. What the state government is the other state lawyer power of different political parties are there. In the case in 2019, when additional Solicitor General name has come, they have given the appointment immediately. But in case of others, because since others are the state government lawyers, that has not been done. Sir, I tell you, sir, very importantly, one of the judge I am not again, I am saying the competency of the judges. One of the judge, yes, I'm not taking the name. One of the judges, he was associated with the Andaman and Nicobar Island administration. He was doing the cases. His case was recommended on 1st September 2021 and it was cleared by the central government on 16 November 2021. See, he is directly associated with the administration of the Andaman and Nicobar Island. I am saying so. Sir, in case of not only our case, Jammu and Kashmir High Court, 2 persons names have been reiterated twice. No. Karnataka High Court, 2 persons names have been recommended, reiterated. No. Allahabad High Court, 2 persons names have been recommended. No. Calcutta High Court again, 2 women judges, Ananya Bandyopadhyay and Rai Chattopadhyay. They are recommended, reiterated on 11th November 2021. And another gentleman, Subhendu Samanto. The Honorable Chief Justice is saying that we want more women judges in the judiciary. And see, I have given 3 names of the women judges, of women lawyers whose names have been recommended. They have not been implemented. Sir, now I say whether this is a clear violation of the Supreme Court order or not, whether the central government is violating of the order of the Supreme Court which I have referred to by judgment delivered by Justice Bobde, by Chief Justice Bobde. Now, sir, whether it is a violation, does it come, sir, does it come within the ambit of Article 215 of the Constitution of India or not? Does it come or not? Sir, under Article 144 of the Constitution of India, under Article 144 of the Constitution of India, what it speaks, 144 of the Constitution, all authorities, civil and judicial, in the territory of India shall act in aid of the Supreme Court. Is the central government is doing that? Is the central government is not violating Article 144? Is the central government is not creating a discrimination? Is the central government is not violating the right protected under Article 14 of the Constitution, which speaks about the equality before the law? Sir, that is the reason I have said that there is a total violation. That's the already Mr. Tharoor has quoted, but I am quoting that when the constitutional machineries, these are the constitutional authorities, in flagrant violation of the constitutional laws, in flagrant violations of the all statute, in flagrant violations of the all norms, they act, they don't appoint. They don't appoint the persons whose face is not liked by them. Only the faces, only they are being appointed. Similarly, sir, Justice Dr. Ambedkar said that is the reason. No matter how good our constitution may be, if constitution is good and those implementing are good, everything will be well. But if those following it are not running it with right intentions, the best constitution rendered waste and the most valueless constitution can be made good if those running it with good intention and objectives. This constitutional object, Dr. Ambedkar's statement, Dr. Ambedkar's views have been thrown into the river Jamuna, in our state in the river Ganga. I am not blaming you also. I am not blaming you also. The central government. I am blaming. You have given an answer to my question, which I got it yesterday. There are pending cases that the high courts are not sending. The collegium are not sending. Sir, collegium is an administrative act, as you know, and I have a right to criticize any administrative act. In terms of the judgment of the Chief Justice Bobde's judgment, collegium was required to fill up the vacancies. They have to initiate the proceedings. They have to initiate the process prior to 6 months of a retirement of any vacancy, any vacancy occurred. What they are doing? All the collegiums in the entire country, all the high courts, what they are doing, what steps they have taken. They are also answerable. It is not they are not answerable. The administrative act of any high court, administrative act of the Supreme Court, they are answerable to the Parliament also. They are answerable. They are not. It's not that case that they are not answerable. Why they are not? Still, I am insisting on that. That why? If the Collegium said, if a government officer doesn't act, Supreme Court and High Court will thrust him like anything. They will send them to the jail. But if the Collegium doesn't act, whom they say then, what would be happen? Is it not a mockery of justice now? Is it not the mockery of the things? This is everyone is responsible for this. They should, today's debate, if it enters into the years, they will do it. Sir, I will, don't come, please. Appeal, sir, I will say, I know, Mr. Riju, see, the Honorable Minister, I said Mr. Riju, he is my very good friend of mine, particularly on a particular place, very good of mine, and we exchange our views. No, sir, I am telling, I am just saying, you will tell, I know in your reply you will tell how many appointments have been given. You will tell 8 Supreme Court judges have been appointed. This amount of judges have been appointed which has not been done. But you will never say to this House within last 3 years, including the regime of Mr. Chaudhary, from 2014 to 2019, how many vacancies have been occurred? How many vacancies have been occurred? You will not say that how many vacancies have been occurred. Then we can come, then I should
make the record correct. During that time, 2016 to 2019, July, 400 judges were appointed in Supreme Court and High Court.
That's right. But how many vacancies? You have not said the vacancies. Vacancies are more than. Mr. Chaudhary, please, tell me.
Kalyan ji, it depends upon the recommendation made by the High Court. Just you give the fact. How many High Courts have made the recommendation?
I am giving.
Vacancies are there in various High Courts.
Please. I can give the figures which has been given to me yesterday. By answer, yes. I can give the figures. Therefore, how many vacancies have been occurred? It is not my job to find out the vacancies. It is your job to find out. It is not my job. It is your job to find out. My job is to point out the vacancies are not filled up. This is your job. You must work it out. You have got a very good supporter, Mr. Chaudhary. You have a very good supporter. Now, sir, I will be appeal. Sir, कर दीजिए ना. Sir, I tell you, sir, Mr. Dubey, you possibly do not know my background.
I know.
That's the reason you are saying so. My offer came in 1994. On record, I am telling it to you. And had I been accepted, I would have been CGI for nearly 3 years. Keep it in your mind. Keep it in your mind and then pass comments. Yes, I have not gone there. That I have chosen these pathways.
Yes.
Yes. Sir, I just I request. Sir, what has happened? What is
Please, Dubey ji, Nishikant ji.
I have not disturbed you like this.
Nishikant ji, Chaudhary ji, please.
Don't create this.
Please.
Don't
cross-track. No, please, this is not good. If the member is yielding, I have no problem.
Don't create.
Please.
I have not disturbed you at a single moment. Sir, I have a request.
Yes, please.
Sir, I have a request today from this, please. I have a request from today.
See, if you can, if the member is yielding, you can. Otherwise,
sir,
please.
See, in 2018, when Chief Justice of India Deepak Mishra was there, 4 judges went to press, criticizes, and said democracy has gone. Right? There is no Supreme Court over this Supreme Court. There is no Supreme Court over this Supreme Court. If that is there, I do not know what would have been the fate in their cases. On the contrary, the first man who spoke, he became CGI later on, and later on we have seen him in the Rajya Sabha. But sir, with a very painful heart, I am telling to you, Lord, I have also completed 40 years of practice, 41. The way Chief Justice Sanjeev Banerjee has been transferred from Madras High Court to Meghalaya, this is not acceptable.
Shame.
This is not acceptable. I know you have not done it. Just, Mr. Viju, I know you have not done it. You have just implemented. But it has been done by the Collegium. Why? He has criticized the Election Commission of India only. If he has then if he has criticized, why the central government did not come forward for the impeachment of that 4 judges who criticized the central government, who has said there is no democracy in the country?
Right, very right.
Sir, I am telling you.
Ranjan Gogoi.
Sir, I am telling you. Chief Justice Sanjeev Banerjee is losing nothing. Please kindly allow me to tell. He is not losing nothing. He will remain. But I tell you, I have seen him. He remarks so many matters against our state governments. He is a judge who is a very straight-cut judge. A judge who is a really erudite judge. If we consider today, sir, I am telling you, if we consider today that the last judge of the Supreme Court, Justice Nariman, was not only a great judge of this country, but a jurist of the country, I can tell you, in India, amongst all the judges, Chief Justice Sanjeev Banerjee is the best judge in the Indian High Court. But here you have been transferred to the
Meghalaya.
I request from this parliament, through you, sir, to the Collegium, reconsider. You are not wasting, Justice Sanjeev Banerjee is not losing anything, but you are really wasting a property of the nation. It is a property of the nation. It has been done. It has been done, that's a very shocking. It is a great shocking, and I will tell that I will request that these things has to be done. Sir, I will be ending with this. Please, do not continue with a contempt of court. Do not continue, do not violate the orders of the court. You are the central government. If you violate, what will be the consequences? You may not like the face. You may not like state government. बोल के आया था ना, इस बार 200 का उपार नहीं तो हुआ. मान लीजिए. मानना का बात है ये. अभी मानने का बात है. अरे ममता जी करके क्रिटिसाइज करके कुछ नहीं होगा. ममता जी दिखा दिया कितना जितना जो आओ हम देख लेंगे, अकेला देख लेंगे. वो जो फ्यूचर डेज आर कमिंग, हम लोग देख लेंगे. Oh yes, and a very important point I have forgotten to tell. Mr. Tharoor was speaking about that, why there should not be enhancement of retirement of the judges. Bill should be brought. Sir, I tell you, I read in 2012, possibly you are also here.
No, he was not there.
2012? Okay.
Yes,
in 2012, the UPA, you are there, no? UPA 2 introduced a bill for enhancement of the retirement of the judges. 62 to 65, 65 to 67. But 62 to 65, High Court, and 65 to 67, Supreme Court. Introduced, but not moved, but not discussed, not pressed. Sir, I request you there is no requirement to increase. What is the requirement? The college constitution has said that a 10 years practice is sufficient, the suitability it is depending upon. Now the collegium for 2 years or 3 years, in their own wisdom has said, 45, unless 45 years, one cannot be the judge, qualified. This is their own mechanism. Thereby, this country is being deprived of getting good lawyers for becoming a judge. If it gets 40, 41, 42, what happened to Justice Chandrachud? D.Y. Chandrachud, who is sitting? He became judge at the age of 40, 41. What a great judge he is. What is the Chief Justice of Bombay High Court? Justice Dipankar Datta. He was appointed at the age of 40 or 41 years. Great job he is doing. Therefore, kindly decrease. Through you, I will request the collegium. Don't insist on 45. Be flexible. If you get good lawyers at the age of 40, 41, 42, 38, 39, then you make him judge. Chief Justice of Altamas Kabir, who became judge at the age of 38 years. 38 years. And sir, since so many such comments have been passed to me, I got this offer at the age of 37 years. Sir, I am grateful to you. You have given me the chance to speak. And today you have given this chance, both you and your predecessor have given me the chances to speak. My agony, my pain, whatever is there, and whatever the grievances are there in my mind, not only as a lawyer, not only as a member of parliament, but also as a citizen of India, I express before you, I express my anguish, I express my pain, I express my sorrow in this matter, in respect of all this. Sir, with this, I convey my heartiest thanks to you, convey my regards to you for giving me the chance to speak on this subject.
Thank you.